Hey guys, Jonathan here at Shadow Foam, and this week we're looking at the DeWalt Toughsystem trays. Now these trays are quite a new addition to the DeWalt range and we love them. They're absolutely fantastic. They make the Toughsystem big old bucket cases a little bit easier to split up and use for a variety of things. So we've got inserts in 30mm and 50mm that slot straight into these trays. And in this video, we're going to be showing you some of the best uses we've come up with for these, and we're going to be cutting all the different colours and showing you some cool layouts for these trays. So let's get into it. I think we should start with some hand tools. I've got a full set of spanners here. These are Britool Expert Spanners, and we're starting at 24mm, quite a common size you're going to use, and we're just going to lay them out kind of top to tail. Now obviously we could stand these on the side and we'd get more spanners in, but you know, I like seeing the chrome, and yeah, if you do them top to tail, typically you can save a few mil and you can get more spanners in. So hopefully doing it this way, we can get the whole set in. And that's all the way from a 24mm down to a 5mm. These Britool Expert Spanners, they come in like predefined sets, and then you can add the different sizes on. So over the years I've added, being an electrician, the smaller sizes like 5mm, 6mm, 7mm, they are quite good to have for little terminal nuts and stuff. So I've got all of those. We've got right down to 5mm. Now we've sorted out the layout, which is typically can be the trickiest part, figuring out the exact layout you want. The cutting's actually quite easy because all you have to do is cut around the item and then peel back the foam layers. Now all you're going to need is obviously the inserts, which are available on our website, shadowfoam.com, in twin packs, and then you need one of our cutting kits, and that's got the anti-cut gloves, it's got the scalpel handle, 5 blades, a sticker, and some instructions. So that's everything you need to get cutting and get organising these trays. So yeah, I'll get my gloves on and then we'll get cutting this one. Right, so that is all finished, and these chrome spanners really do kind of gleam in the light when they're all set up in Shadow Foam like that. And then this insert just slots nice and smooth into this tray. These inserts are designed to fit perfectly inside these trays, so I'm really happy with that. That's looking great. Right, onto the blue. We're going to cut blue next, and we're going to be organising a Stanley Chisel Set, and we'll put a claw hammer in there as well. Okay, let's get that started. Right, so that one's all finished as well, and I think that's a really nice balance of space. That's a full chisel set and a hammer. So let's stick that in the tray. And this is the deeper variation of tray. So we've actually done this in a 30mm liner, which gives us a nice extra bit of space. We could put a second layer in there. So maybe if you wanted 2 trays of tools, or maybe you wanted to hide something, keep something a bit tucked away, you could have 2 trays in that one. And then that's the red spanner drawer we did, and I think both of those together look smashing. The red really pops with the yellow, and so does the blue. And I think red and blue probably aren't the first or the most obvious choice when it comes to the colours. Yellow is probably going to be the most popular. But that being said, we will do the yellow next. So we've got inserts. We're going to do a 50 and a 30mm sandwich together for the deep tray, and we're going to do a 50mm liner in the shallow tray. But yeah, let's figure out what we're going to put in these inserts. Right, let's cut them in. So that's that one done, and I'm really happy with how that one's turned out as well. I think these trays are fantastic. They're a great addition to these toolboxes. The problem with these Toughsystems is they're just a big cavity. They're like a big bucket. So if you don't have a tray and you don't have foam in them, you end up just piling all the tools in there loose. And they kind of like look like what they look like on this table. Just a big old pile of tools. It's hard to find what you need. They're all clunking and banging into each other. So the trays are great, and obviously the tray inserts and the foam inserts are fantastic. But we'll move on to the next liner now. And with this one, we're going to be organising the deep tray, and we're going to be adding a 30mm base layer. And that is because we're going to be putting batteries in foam. And for these, as they're so deep, we're going to be cutting all the way through. So we're not cutting and peeling back layers of foam with this insert. We're going to be cutting all the way through this, and then we're going to be gluing it to the base layer. And that'll give us an 80mm liner, which can sit inside this deep tray. So what do? The exact same as before. We make sure we've got our anti-cut glove on, and we put the layout together. The same process of cutting around the item lightly, scoring around it, but then we just cut all the way through the foam. And what we don't want to do, the big thing here is when you cut the pieces of material out, keep them in order. Don't throw them away. You're going to need them to glue the 2 pieces together. So let's get a layout sorted, and then let's start cutting. Right, so we've cut all the way through. the 4 batteries, because obviously they're really deep, and we've cut the charger in. We've also cut a recess for the wire underneath the charger. We basically just put a bit of space there for the wire to sit, and then a separate space for the plug, because obviously we want to make sure those 3 prongs aren't digging into anything. So now we want to glue this to the 30mm layer, so we end up with a really nice looking liner. So to do that, all we do is we get some of our spray glue, this is available on our website, and we put the little inserts that we've cut out back in. So I hope you saved them. We stick them back in, and they work like masking tape. Rather than having to mask off anything, we can just stick those back in, and that way we don't get any overspray in the inserts. And then all we have to do is just add the spray. Now you might want to do this over a bit of newspaper. I do this quite often, so I'm just going to do it freehand. I want to spray a bit on that, and then we want to let it go tacky. And then we're going to spray a little bit on the other side. Now on the other side, we've got to be a bit careful because we don't glue on the bottom of where these batteries are. So I'm only going to put a little bit around the edge, and then right in the middle where the charger is. So we're going to put a little bit of spray in the middle, and I'm going to put a little bit around the sides. It's the sides that we want to stick, really. They're the bits that there's a bit of risk. So we're gonna let that go tacky as well. Actually, while that's going tacky, we can push these pieces out because we know that's done now. And we now know we've definitely not got any overspray into those recesses that we've put for the batteries. Now we can let those go tacky for a second, and then we'll bond the 2 together. Right, so they've gone a bit tacky now, both sides. So we can push these 2 together. So you can see already, as soon as you touch the 2 together, they just start grabbing, which is exactly what you want. And that's it. Flip it over, push it a bit on the back. Doesn't really need too much, to be honest. And then that is a finished 80mm liner, and that fits nicely in the tray, and it just sits about 20mm below the surface, so it's nice and flush. So that one's really good. And then, I mean, the laser, it costs a lot of money. You want to protect it, so having it in a foam liner is the perfect place for it, and it fits. A 50mm liner fits in there perfectly. So I think that is a really good example of a solid use, organising and protecting your batteries, and then some of the smaller power tools that are a bit more delicate. So when it comes to having layers of foam and multiple layers of tools in this deep tray, there are a lot of different options. Because the tray is about 110mm, you can have 2 layers of 50mm, you can have 3 layers of 30mm, and you can really pack a lot in here. And also, as the shadow foam inserts are quite sturdy, you can see we've got a laser which has a bit of weight to it, and there's no bow or movement in this. And even with the 30mm foam, which is a bit thinner, they're pretty sturdy. You don't even need a backer board on these, and they'll function as trays. So with that being said, you could fit an awful lot of tools and equipment in these, or you could do what we've done here, which is a pretty nondescript, quite unassuming tray of tools, but you can use it to hold your biscuit collection. Maybe make sure that when brew time comes, no one's pilfered all your biscuits. So maybe biscuits aren't quite going to cut it, especially on a Friday. So maybe this one would be a little bit more suitable. So whatever you tipple, I think you can see that with shadow foam inserts, these trays can be super, super useful. You can do a lot with them. So whatever colour you go for, whether it's the red, the blue, the green, the yellow, or the orange, we've also got black available. Hopefully this has shown you the wide array of uses for shadow foam and how much more useful these trays become once you start putting these foam inserts in them. And even if this isn't quite your beer of choice, I know that Coors Light's not for everyone, and I'm pretty sure we've made some shocking choices on these biscuits too. But let us know in the comments which ones have particularly offended you. I'm sure you will. I look forward to reading all the comments about this. We really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you. Check out some of our other videos, and we'll see you next time.